postprandial, peroration, panegyrizes primarily the Polyphonic Players Theatre and the prestigious prowess of Mr. Bernard Cribbins!
Come with me down Regent Street. No more strolling down the Strand. Strolling down the Strand is an awesome plan. So come with me down Regent Street, and everyone will meet. With the right to rule, a right to rule, a right to rule. If you come down Regent Street, with the right to rule, a right to rule, a right to rule.
I'm down and I'm stony. I'm not only broke, but I'm bent. The fringe round my trousers keeps lashing the houses, but damn it, I'm gay and content. I stroll the West gaily, you'll find me there daily. From Burlington Arcade up to Old Bailey, I'm Tony, I'm stony, but that makes no difference, you see. If I haven't a fraction, I've won satisfaction. They built Piccadilly for me.
Jane, Jane, Jane from Maiden Lane. She always looks so diffident and shy. But although demure and tiny, and perhaps a trifle sidey, she'd a naughty little twinkle, such a wicked little winkle, such a naughty little twinkle in her eye.
I live in Trafalgar Square with 4 lions to guard me. Fountains and statues all over the place, and the metropole staring me right in the face. I own it's a trifle drafty, but I looks at it this way, you see. If it's good enough for Nelson, oh God, it's quite good enough for me. Let's all go down the Strand, have a banana. Let's all go down the Strand. I'll be leader, you can march behind. Come with me and see what we can find. Let's all go down the Strand. Oh, what a happy land. That's the place for fun and noise, all amongst the girls and boys. So let's all go down the Strand. We like London, we like town. We cannot understand why people put it down. We know it well and all agree there's no place we would rather be. We're very, very fond of
And now, an unparalleled opportunity for the orchidaceous ladies and their attendant and auxiliary gentlemen in a prodigality of participatory reciprocity. Joining in with the Pied Piper, Mr. Des Lane.
Not yet. Right. Now, this is where all of you join in. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. I'm not going to play. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary. All right, if you know the words, everybody sing. That's fine, two to go. Last one. And don't you dare. You're marvellous. Can you still hear me? I'm sure now you'll remember this really great song that was written all about the blues. For Alma Whippoorwill up a high on the hill, they took a new note and then they pushed it through a horn until it was worn into a blue note. Now ready, go!
Jauntily jubilant in a vertiginous gemination juxtaposing joint, laryngeal and saltatorial propensities. Two lads singing and dancing together. Mr. Ray C. Davis and Mr. Tudor Davies!
A song to every mother, a song to every dad. You're both so happy with your babies, but someday you may be sad when these little boys grow up and fall in love. When you find there's someone else they're dreaming of. You dream of bygone years when you rocked them on your knee. Alone you shed your tears, but you know it had to be. When your little boys grow up and buy a ring, when he falls a victim to that certain thing, you'll dream of childhood joys with just a few forgotten toys. When these little boys grow up and fall in love. Well, Mama, we're both of age, for we've reached that certain stage where to us girls mean more than anything. Tell them all we're on our way and we're setting out today. It's the reason why we feel inclined to sing, Put me amongst the girls. Put me amongst the girls. Do me a favor, do. You know I'll do the same for you. Why don't you put me amongst the girls? Those with the curly curls. And they'll enjoy themselves, and so will I, if you put me amongst the girls. I've a positive itch to get down in a ditch or again in a lane that is shady, with a millie or pat or a filly like that, just as long as the filly's a lady. She'll try to look shy, we both wonder why as we're sitting alone in the moonlight, and it's perfectly clear that my dear partner here's having trouble in getting the tune right.
I'll flatter and chatter, might even have at her up Harry and does like a boxer. If she tries to be sweet, she'll end up getting kissed, but she knows in the end that I'll box her. With the girl in my arms, I'll enjoy her songs and say that my ways are quite winning. If she puts up a fight, just mention me, and I might go to the beginning, a dance. Oh! Well,
Oi! It's a double act, son.
terribly sorry about this, Mr. Chairman.
It's all right.
Could have got Danny LaRue for another 30 bob.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up like
Put
a
me
amongst
amongst the girls of those with the curly curls. They'll enjoy themselves and so will I. If you put me amongst the girls, amongst the girls, amongst the girls, amongst the
No, madam, no, they are not officially related. Resplendent from the superbities of Strauss, illimitably liquescent in Lehar's lilting legato, Miss Valerie Masterson!
There once lived a villa, a witch of the wood. A hunter beheld her alone as she stood. The spell of her beauty upon him was laid. He looked and he longed for the magical maid. For a sudden tremor ran right through the love bewildered man, and he cried as a hapless lover can. Ophelia, Ophelia, my nimble delight, haunting the woodland, enchanting the night. Ophelia, love me and I'll die for you. Ophelia, love me and I'll die for you. Sadly cried a playboy who is born each spring to teach the nightingale to sing a very pretty song. I love you. A romance, a legend on an old brocade, a prince who tells a countryman seek this beauty, flower of youth's first dawning, I find a prosy workaday world stretching and yawning. Love is locked up in cages, kept for a poet's pages. Life and adventure don't seem to be paying attention to me. And so I dream of fair romance and let my fancies weave pretty stories. And though I know they are not so, I long to go wandering my princes become what I would them, and they stay for the brave sigh. I open my arms to enfold them, but they're gone like the breeze rushing by. This is a humdrum world, yet when I dream, I set it dancing. When life is grey, I have a way to make it gay. Oh, bright day, dream of
very pathetic perpetrators of facetious flippancies and fatuous persiflage, Mr. Bill Pertwee and Mr. Terence Alexander!
All right. Oh, that's it then now. Stay there, Gladstone, and behave yourself. Oh, my word, what a journey. Came all the wrong way. Just outside the town, somebody let off a firecracker and the horse bolted. My man Hampton and I, we've just been spending a couple of days at Oakham in the county of Rutland, trite nulling. Yeah, fascinating sport, trite nulling, yes. Funny little animals, trite, smallish they are, with reddish-brown fur, a pointed face, and 3 legs and a wheel. Hampton, where are you?
Here we are, sir.
Oh, there you are. Oh, yes. Ah, that's it. Yes. That's Hampton. Park the trap all right?
Oh, yes, thank you, sir. Yes, yes.
Oh, good, yes. What's all this, then?
The music stand and the hamper, sir.
Oh, good, yes. What's this here?
Steering wheel.
Steering wheel?
Yes, I thought we might use it to drive home, sir.
You can't drive a horse and trap with a steering wheel. Get rid of it.
Well, what shall I do with it?
Ignore him, Gladstone. Give it to him. Give it to him. Oh, give it. I'll do it.
Thank you very much.
You mind holding that? Thank you very much. That's it. Now, did you bring the lunch?
Oh, it's in here, sir.
Oh, what have we got today? Smoked salmon?
Toad in the hole.
Oh, well, that's near enough, yes. Let's get on with the music, shall we?
I think perhaps we'd better, sir. Yes.
Where is the music?
In the hamper, sir.
In the hamper?
Yes, I had to wrap up the toad in it.
Wrap up the toad in it?
I'm afraid the batter was still a bit runny, you see, sir.
Yeah, there we are.
There we are, sir, yes.
What do we need for this?
3 flugelhorns, bagpipes, and a Jew's harp.
Oh. Have you got that sort of thing down there? No. Oh. This won't upset the dog at all, will it?
Oh, heavens, no, sir, no, he's very deaf, is poor old Gladstone.
Oh, you know, last week we had a bit of trouble with that German band, you know what I mean? Oh, got a bit excited, did he? Yes. I think he took a bit of a dislike to the bassoonist, you know.
The bassoonist?
Bassoonist, yeah. Took a bit of a dislike to him.
I thought you were going to say trombonist.
Trombonist, no. If I hadn't... If I hadn't been able to say bassoonist, I probably would have said trombonist. Tell me, what have you got down there?
He's got percussion.
Has he? Oh. It's a bit nasty. I want to see a doctor about that, you know. Yeah, he's probably had a bit of a tap on the head. Oh, never mind. We'll just have to do the best we can, that's all.
Yeah, I tell you what, sir, perhaps I could hum it.
I didn't know you were a hummer, Hampton.
Oh, yes, sir, yes. I have a number of proclivities unknown to you, sir.
You getting those dizzy spells again, Hampton?
I think possibly I am, sir, yes.
Yeah, I think you better go and see a doctor.
Oh, no, sir, please, no. Not again, not after my last dreadful experience.
What are you talking about?
Well, when I went to see the doctor, sir, it was most embarrassing.
What was?
Well, having to take off all my clothes.
What, the lot?
Oh, yes, sir, right down to my gaiters.
Oh, dear. What was wrong?
Well, he said I was susceptible to,
Ooh, really? Did he ask you to,
I beg your pardon?
cough? Not now! I mean, did the doctor ask you to cough? Oh, dear, oh, dear.
No, sir, no, he didn't know. But he said I must never ride a bike or wear a kilt in a high wind.
Yes, unusual. Yeah. Did he say why?
Yes, he said I was suffering from some vitamin deficiency, sir. He told me to eat a lot of stewed rhubarb.
Will that cure it?
Well, he wasn't sure, but he said it would give me something else to think about.
We can't go on like this. We never get home at this rate.
So how are we going to get home, sir?
You leave it to me, Hampton.
Oh, right, yes, yes.
Oh, it's nice. Very nice. Strolling. Just strolling.
Oh, strolling.
Yes. In the cool of the evening.
Very nice indeed.
Thank you. I don't envy the rich in their automobiles, or a motor car is phony.
I'd rather have Shanks's pony when I'm strolling. Oh, do come on, sir.
Thank you. Just strolling by the light of the moon I go out strolling, and I know my luck is rolling when I'm strolling with the one I love. Everybody now. Strolling. Lovely. Just strolling in the cool of the evening air. I don't envy the rich in their automobiles. A motor car is phony. I'd rather have Shanks's pony when I'm strolling, just strolling by the light of the moon above. Every night I go out strolling, and I know my luck is rolling when I'm strolling with the one I'm strolling with the one I'm strolling with the one I love.
From Spain. Paroxysmal in a precocity of percussive permutations. El Señor Nick Moll!
Now, important. Sexy.
For your rapturous approbation, the one and only Mr. Bernard Cribbins!
When I got home last Wednesday, I was feeling rather queer, a little out of sorts, you'll understand. I found a little drinking house conveniently near, and I went in with me threepence in me hand. The barmaid, she was 6'2" and every inch a gent, with a figure like a well-made double bed. What can I do for you, she says, and on the counter leant, and I gazed into her feather boa and said, they tell me there's a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up any old where. It's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on, but there's certainly a lot of it about. On looking round my property, imagine my dismay to find the fence all broken by the door. So I popped round to the carpenter and told him right away my perimeters had fallen to the floor. He brought some wood all full of holes. They're not holes, he explained. If they're not holes, what are they then, I cried. Of course they're holes, they're not holes, he replied in accent strange. The hole's there, but the knot is not inside. Well, they tell me there's a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up anywhere. It's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on, but there's certainly a lot of it about. It is true. It's true, Mr. Sachs, isn't it? A lot of it about these days.
Oh, I'm sure.
Have you... No, well, I won't ask that question. No. Never mind. Yes. Oh, my God. You see that? That's that Mr. Pertwee's dog's been up there again. Dreadful.
There's a lot of it about.
There's a lot of it about, you're right. I went to a wedding the other day. Oh, there's a lot of it there was. Oh, my God, the place was overflowing with it. Yes. Can I tell them about it?
Yes, please.
They are safe, aren't they?
Oh.
Yes. Don't want to get too close, you see.
Not too close.
The clock in the steeple had struck 13 the day that this wedding was fixed. The couple had gone on their honeymoon first, so things had got a bit mixed. The bridesmaids' dresses had gone astray, and they only had half their clothes on. And a cabbie who dared to ask for his fare had only got half his nose on. Hello, are you starting that again? All right, just be careful, keep it in check. Where was I? Oh, yes. In the crowd was the bride's dear mother, and when asked would we have long to wait, she said she didn't know because the dirty dog was already 6 months late. But hark, there's a police whistle blowing, and up goes a rousing cheer as a barrow rolls up with the bridegroom and a lorry rolls up with the beer. That's a nice one, that. I like that. Very good. Yes. Do you have to stand up and sit down every time you do it? Oh, I see. I tell you what, you won't half be fit by the end of this number, I tell you. Yes. Where was he? Oh, it's the bridegroom, isn't it? The beer and the lot of the thing. You got it? Remembered it, have you? Yes. And he should have been tall and handsome, but he suffers from duck's disease. The seat of his pants is too near the ground and his dicky hangs down to his knees. That's the one! That's the one. Please. It gets worse. But there wasn't a stain on his character, except where he sat in the mud. He had 2 gold teeth and a wart on his neck he could use for a back collar stud. I wasn't going to have one there since you've done it. No, it's all right, never mind. But all eyes are turned to the beautiful bride, her golden hair simply adorning. It's her own, you can tell. She had whiskers as well, but she shaved them all off this morning. She'd a wedding cake, too, that comes to but few. 'Twas a bread pudding shot with sultanas. And the wedding bouquet had been pawned for the day, so she carried a bunch of bananas. Do you want to go out before I continue? The theatre's been reupholstered lately, you know. And we don't want any of that. Right. Where was I? I've forgotten. The bunch of bananas. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know what I would have done without you tonight. I really know. There's a lot of it about. I'll never forget that. Very nice. Well, as they walked down the aisle with a fly on his dial by the side of the girl he is cherishing, the choir sang, "What will the harvest be?" and the organ played "Rescue the Perishing." Then a woman with twins in her apron. I knew that would confuse all of you. Then a woman with twins in her apron and a breath like a fog, only stronger, rushed up to the bride and bitterly cried, "I can't keep it in any longer. The wedding bell shall not ring out," she cried, all agitated, "for she is not Dick Whittington and she hasn't been vaccinated." Well, imagine the poor lonely bride that night as she toys with her beautiful trousseau and the bridegroom sitting alone on the floor pretending he's Robinson Crusoe. Well, the tears rolled down her pullover and she turned to her darling Jack and shoving her hand in her vanity bag, she gave him his fourpence back. And then, like a woman, she left him. Him, what had staked his life. Left him, went back to her husband. And him, he went back to his wife. But you see, it doesn't always end like that. Sometimes they do get on the honeymoon, don't they? Thank you, sir. Two honeymooners, rather tired, preparing to retire, began to kiss and cuddle on the bed. His love, it was so ardent that the bedclothes caught on fire. "Quick, dearest, through the window jump," he said. Her nightdress caught upon a nail. She nearly fell right through it. She hung there with her arms flung open wide. The lady in the flat below said, "Kindly pass the cruet." And the fireman down below, as one man cried, "They tell me there's a lot of it about." Come on then, tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up anywhere. It's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on, but there's certainly a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. They tell me there's a lot of it about. Some get it here, some get it there. Others seem to pick it up anywhere. It's definitely on the increase. Of that there is no doubt. It's not a thing that you can put your finger on. Certainly a lot of it about. Oh! Hang on! Hang on!
There's just time now for the last chorus down at the Old Bull and Bush. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bernard Cribbins and the entire company, the indispensable Mr. Bernard Herrmann and his inestimable orchestra. At this time, chiefly, your